This metaphor, again, talking about this, theology, sir, is a fortress. So theology, of course, is not literally a fortress. Theology is a conceptual term. It's not something that is actually tangible. It's an intangible kind of term, right? Theology. And, people who study the Bible and priests and things and people like that are often theologians, right? They study the philosophy behind religion, and it's a philosophical concept or term. So to say that it's a fortress, which is a physical, tangible image, is clearly a metaphor. So Greg is correct in saying this metaphor, but first of all, Greg, I hope that you are integrating the quote into the sentence. Like, you wouldn't actually have a quote and then say this metaphor. Is that like in a table of analysis or something, or is that your actual sentence? Because you want to incorporate that quote into this. So you would say, first of all, you would want to say who said it. I can't tell if you've got that in there. Reverend Hale says this, okay? Reverend Hale says that theology, sir, is a fortress. No crack in the fortress may be accounted small. Yeah, it's talking about the infallibility of the institution there. So if something's a fortress, it means it's fully protected. So the idea here is that Reverend Hale in The Crucible, when he says that theology is a fortress, he's saying that it attempts to impose an infallible reign over the individual. It's saying that, hey, we're a fortress, we can't be breached. So there's this sense that they think they're infallible. Theology thinks it's infallible. Theology is about things that just must be true and we must accept. It's a fortress. It's got to be protected that way. And that plays into this sense of ideological supremacy, that the theocratic value system at the time of the Salem witch hunt, which is explored in The Crucible, that theocratic value system, right, purported to be infallible, and everyone was afraid to have that power contested because everyone felt like they would lose their power. Any agent of that theocratic value system, anyone who worked under it, whether it's a judge or a priest or a reverend, felt insecure about their power if anyone challenged the theocratic value system under which their power rested or upon which their power depended as individuals. So when you have a value system, or a theocratic value system in this case, predicated on theology, because theocracy is where kind of religion dictates what's what in a society and it kind of rules the society. It's less secular, right? All the rules and laws come from religion rather than from a secular system. And when you have that and you purport it to be impenetrable, like a fortress, so you can use words like impenetrable or infallible, then that's a very dangerous idea. So Reverend Hale here is reinforcing the notion that the theocratic value system upon which the power of many of these individuals rested purported to be infallible, and thus threatened, right? It threatened the integrity of moral truth, because they're saying that we can never be wrong. So they're literally saying that, oh, we're a fortress, like we can never be wrong. And it also means that they are willing to defend their ideological truths, even though they're not necessarily objective truths. They're going to defend their ideology as a source of power by any means necessary. And that's very dangerous, because that means individuals who challenge this fortress, who attack the fortress of the theological value system, or theocratic more specifically, anyone who attacks that is going to be attacked. They're going to be isolated from the fortress. Okay, so this idea of impenetrability is very dangerous, because it means if you don't conform to the ideology that we purport to be true, then you will be alienated, you'll be persecuted. We will defend our power, is what he is saying.